Great day and welcome to today's podcast. I'm excited about today's topic because we are going to be talking about procrastination. This is your girl, Yakinea Marie of SheCEO. If you don't know me, I typically disrupt the lives of women in a great way and God's kingdom entrepreneurs. And so today we're going to talk about procrastination because typically when people think of procrastination, they think of something negative. Right? Because it can be negative. You could be procrastinating or putting off something that really needs to be done today. But today, I want to shine a light on the positive side of procrastination and how to make it work for you, right? I looked up the definition procrastinate, and it means to put off or to delay. Have you ever put off anything in your life or delayed anything? I know I have. Let me raise not one, but two hands, okay? But procrastination is to put off or to delay, especially something requiring immediate attention, something that needs to be done right now. Maybe you don't want to do it. You don't feel like doing it. It just makes you feel like, oh, this is going to take so much of my time, or this is going to really challenge my mind, or whatever excuse we want to make. Procrastination is what it is. It's delaying or putting off something. But I want you to think about it like this. And this is the flip side of it. Flip means oftentimes we associate procrastination with something negative, but I want you to flip it over and I want you to make it work for you. How is that? How can you do that? Number one, let's say you have 5 major things that need to get done today, like major, like very important things that need to get done today, especially if you're in business, right? You don't want to do the admin. You don't want to do the books. You don't want to do right? But you know it must get done, whether it's today or this week or this month. You know that it must get done. So when you make your list of what needs to get done, the question you have to ask yourself is this: what is the most important thing on this list? Because let me tell you the mistake that we make. Well, better yet, let me just put it on me. Okay, let me tell you the mistake that I've made in the past, and I fight not to make it even today, is when you look at all the stuff you have to do, you oftentimes do the easiest thing first. Versus doing the thing that you know requires the most attention. Here's the thing. This is why relationships are so vital. I listened to an audiobook called Who Not How, and powerful book. And that book, it really shined a light on finding the who's in your life that can do the how, right? Instead of us trying to say, okay, how can I do this? How am I going to be able to do this? Let me learn how to do this. No, who can you identify that can do that for you? See, there are some things, and you'll be amazed. Sometimes we don't, I'm talking to entrepreneurs now, or just people in general. Maybe you have a home, you have 4 children, and you're just all over the place. But who is the person that you can hire that can clean your house for you? And a lot of times we may say, well, I don't have the money for that. That's not in my budget. But here's the thing. Have you even looked it up? Did you even research and start doing some price checking to see how much do people really charge for this, instead of just assuming that it's going to cost so much? I've made that mistake before in the past, where you think, well, it's going to cost too much to get this done. And then when you go and get, you're just like, what? I could have been got that. I could have been hired that person. I could have been made that investment. And we talk ourselves out of things that can really work for our benefit. Because let me tell you what'll happen. As you incorporate the who in your life, whether that's a person, whether that's a system, a process, whether that's a habit, whatever it is, that will work in your favor, it's going to free up your time and free up your mind. What do I mean when I say free up your mind? Because a lot of times when we're trying to think about, okay, how am I going to do this? And how am I going to do this? And how am I going to do this? Our mind is all over the place. I was just quoting this scripture this morning, James, coming out of the book of James, chapter 1, around the verse 5, where it talks about he who lacks wisdom, let him ask of God. And do not doubt, because he who doubts is like a wave of the sea, tossed to and fro. He is a double-minded man, unstable in all his ways, and let him not think he shall receive anything from the Lord. A double-minded person is a person who thinks two things at the same time. And so when we don't delegate tasks, whether that's to a person or to a system, we try to do everything on our own. Thus, it paralyzes us. And thus, we just say, you know, I'm not going to do it. And so we procrastinate on things when it can actually work in our favor. Here's the thing, make it work in your favor. Procrastination. If I have this business, let's say you have a project going on. I was just telling myself this morning. I have some projects that I'm working on in real estate, and you say, okay, today is I'm going to focus on income producing activity. Income producing activity. If the activity does not lead to this, I'm not going to do it. You delegate it or you procrastinate on it. You may say, but it has, you delegate it or you procrastinate on it. Procrastination simply means this. When I start my morning off, I'm not going to do the small thing. I'm going to do the big thing. And the small thing takes the back seat. So I'm going to procrastinate and not do the small thing in the morning. I'm going to do the small thing in the afternoon or in the evening. Better yet, I'm going to contact somebody and say, listen, I need you to knock this out for me. All right. And sometimes that procrastination, we may move that particular small thing to the next day. And that is okay. Let's say you are a solopreneur and you don't have anybody that's working with you. So you are doing all things. But can I tell you, I really want you to challenge yourself to bring somebody in to help you. I don't care if you are just bringing them in for 1 hour a day. You're paying them $20 for that 1 hour, $40 for that 1 hour. You understand? To get some things off of your plate and get it done, it is an investment and it's going to free you up. Stop thinking that you have to do everything because you don't. Now, if you just want to, you can. You can trick yourself into believing that you really can do everything. But if you really want to build something of significance, you're going to need some help. You are going to need some help. Whether that helps look like you hiring a freelancer, you hiring a virtual assistant, you investing into a system, you'll be amazed. Let me give you an example. Let's say if you're building a business and people want to connect with you. And you put on social media, email me at xyz@gmail.com, which you should never do. And they're emailing you. It's almost like somebody sending mail, snail mail. They just go to the post office, send a mail versus overnight it or, emailing it or whatever. So let's say each person is emailing you one by one. You have 100 emails that come in that day to your Gmail account. And here you are, you're manually responding to each person. Even if you're hiring someone to respond to each person. That is working hard and not smart. When you could invest in a CRM system, a customer relationship management system, and have those individuals opt into a landing page to access whatever you want to give them, a free download, a free newsletter, whatever, or paid. And those 100 people now fall into a system where you have pre-written a reply email that goes out to them immediately after they opt in. So you don't have to email them real time, nor do someone you hire have to email them real time, because you already have it pre-written and they fall into a system, not your Gmail account. Send them to www.123.com and let them, that's not a real URL, but whatever your URL is, and then they opt in. That's like, I have a free giveaway. It's called Create 7 Income Streams Around Your Brand. Individuals simply go to SheCEOmoney.com to access that. They don't have to email me on my business email, nor my personal email. You understand? So today is not about saying, why am I procrastinating? Oh, I need to get better at taking action. No, today is about making procrastination work for you. Some things you need to procrastinate on because you're trying to do all the things because you feel like you have to. It has you in a state of paralysis. Not only that, it has you focusing on the smaller things first versus the things that matter now, the things that get you the biggest result. That's what you need to work on. And if you need to hire someone, even if it's for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours a week to handle the smaller things while you focus on the big things, then do that. Do that. Focus on the who, not the how. Not how can I get all this stuff done, but focus on who can help me, whether that's a person or a system. Who can help me? Because I personally am going to procrastinate, which means I'm going to delay doing this because I'm going to find somebody that's going to get this done. That's exactly what I am going to do. So I appreciate you joining me. Listen, to connect with us in any type of way, just click below, click the links below in the description. If you're not already subscribed, I invite you to subscribe to our channel. I come to you every single week, okay? So subscribe to this channel, click the notification button so you can be notified when we go live, and make sure that you comment below on at least one thing that you got from this podcast today, and share this podcast. I really appreciate you joining me on today. God bless you.